hanging at the home of Everything Frederick. We're back, and Kristen has promised we're going to go to Charm City Run eventually, but the store's busy and it gets distracting. So you're here. You've come to visit me on Market Street. Kristen is the store manager.
Correct.
And kind of in charge of all things Charm City Run. And I've never been into the store, so we're definitely going to come in and do that. But why don't you tell our viewers, Charm City Run, what is the store and is it all about running?
Absolutely. So Charm City Run it's a shoe store.
Yeah.
It's an apparel store. It is a sport nutrition store. We have recovery items. We have a lot to offer.
Yeah.
And is it just running? No. We talk to people who walk. We help people who run.
Yeah.
We have a lot of partnerships actually with podiatrists and PTs that send in customers who may not be doing any type of running or walking, so to speak, but they need to be fit properly for shoes.
Yes.
Because of whatever might be going on with them.
Yeah.
We sell to a lot of people that are on their feet all day. Healthcare, warehouse workers.
Yeah.
Anybody who's standing all day needs great shoes, needs proper shoes.
Good point. This is a great
yeah.
point. It's probably why I'm getting a bunion on my right foot.
Yes.
I'm so distraught by
Yeah.
that. I've noticed it, and now I can't unsee it.
So
and
now you
can't
gotta come
reverse
in.
it.
No, but you can get some proper fitting shoes
Yeah.
to help
I
alleviate
wonder
it.
if I've worn shoes that just weren't good. It's crazy to me
Yeah.
that I have. Just on one foot, of course, but yes, I got to come in and check that out so that I can make sure. And, I am on my feet a lot. And, just in the event world and marketing world, just being out and about, which is, really cool to understand. So you guys recently moved because you were over kind of College Avenue.
Correct.
Area, Patrick.
Yep.
And now you're next to the Common Market on 7th Street.
That is correct.
Yeah, so accessible to a lot. I think you're right. And when we were talking a little bit before, more easily accessible.
Right.
Better parking lot, visibility is higher.
Right.
Right
Easy to
across
get-
from the hospital for
Right
all those
there,
healthcare
exactly.
workers who
Like,
need
easy
good
to get in
shoes.
and out of the parking lot.
Yeah.
Lots of space.
Yeah.
That part has been really, really good.
And you've been in this role just a couple years.
Correct. I'm going into my third year.
Third year, yeah. And so you are kind of spreading the word about Charm City.
That's right.
Doing some outreach,
Yes.
making sure people in the community know that you're there, because you're not just about selling shoes, but you're about integrating into the Frederick community.
Absolutely. And being able to be a resource and for people to feel confident that we're giving them the information that they need. And so if somebody is coming in to be properly fit, they can trust that every single person has been trained on this.
Yeah.
If somebody is coming in because they are out there running and they're, this heat is crazy, right? And they're getting overheated, they know they can come in and talk to us about the proper hydration and nutrition.
Oh, nice.
And we're a great resource for
Yeah.
that. And so that's always something I say is we want to be a resource for the community.
Well, I don't think a lot of young people would remember going into a shoe store where there was actually people who actually measured you at least and got you the shoes and all that good stuff. So you have to revisit kind of those days, because to be honest, we all probably wear shoes that we think look cute, but aren't the best for your feet.
Absolutely.
And as you age, like I am,
Yeah.
it's very important to make sure shoes are good for your feet, because it does affect your whole body.
Every part of it.
So when you have back issues or neck issues, or you can a lot of times relate that to things that are happening from the feet up.
Right.
Yeah.
And we'll have a lot of people that will come in and hear about us, and they'll say, oh, my best friend's wearing X shoe, and that's what I need because it's working for them. And one thing we always say is maybe.
Maybe, right.
Because we want to fit your foot.
Yeah. It's very individual.
It's very much.
Yeah.
And we will properly fit you. We have people stand on a board, and it takes a heat map of their feet, and we can look at their arch. We can see if they're pronating or supinating. And then we ask a whole lot of questions.
If you didn't do those things, I wouldn't have known what those words meant, but I understand what they mean, right? Inward or outward.
And so many people don't know.
Oh, yeah.
And they get put in a great shoe and they're like, oh my gosh.
Yes, what a difference.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
what a difference. All athletic shoes you carry?
It is all athletic shoes.
Yeah.
And recovery. We do have recovery shoes as well.
Oh.
So we also carry a brand called Ufos and a brand called Olakai. And those are flip-flops, slides, they have arch support, super comfortable because
I
really
might need to look at them.
You should never be barefoot, even in your house.
Yeah.
I know.
I don't like being barefoot.
Yeah.
But it's funny, but a lot of people say that you should be. So you're saying no.
No, you've got to have something on your
some
feet.
support.
Because a lot of times people will then get like plantar fasciitis, which affects a lot of people, and that's from not wearing shoes and being on hard floors. And so we have the footwear and many other things that can help relieve things like that.
That's as close to not having a shoe on if
Correct.
if you want that. Yeah,
exactly.
So you love running.
I do love running.
I wish I could love running. I really do. I wish I could. I do like to walk though, and I have a walking treadmill.
That's great.
That I use when I'm checking emails and stuff. So yeah, getting the right footwear I know is important. So definitely come in for that. If there was one thing you'd want people watching to take away if Charm City Run is mentioned, what would that be?
I think when I say that we're a resource, and obviously we talk a lot about, selling footwear and apparel and all those things. We also do coach training programs, and a lot of people don't realize that we do this and don't understand how that they are different than, say, like a running group or just running on your own or getting a plan off of the internet.
Right.
And it is very different because we have coaches who are certified and they're putting together your plan. We do meet as a group twice a week, and you're really getting the attention you need, and especially if you're a new runner, super important. If you're new to a distance, really, really important. And then the friendships that you make through that are just incredible.
So how does that work? If I were to go in and say, hey, I want to start running,
yes.
How does that work?
Absolutely. So I feel like we're never more than, somewhere between 3 and 6 weeks, depending on the group, from a new training group.
Okay.
We do 5K, 10K, half marathon and full marathon, plus we do trails and ultra.
Wow.
And then we are going to have a walking group that starts in September, which is pretty fun because it's actually for Hartley House. So it's really fun.
Yes.
But you come in, talk to anybody on the sales floor about what you're looking for. So is it you're a new runner, so a 5K program might be what you're looking for. Maybe you're wanting to run a half marathon, so that you like trails. Even if you're nervous about trails, I happen to be the trail coach, so I feel like everybody should love trails.
I love it.
But we do some intro and beginner trail groups, and then we go into more advanced groups as well.
Yeah.
And we talk to you all about it, and we get an idea of, through our questions, kind of what maybe you should do and help to gear in that as well.
Okay, yeah, that's very cool. Yeah, I would have never known any of that. So it's really nice to know, to be kind of introduced as a non-runner, because shoe fit is really important.
Absolutely.
And, we all want to live a long, healthy life. And so by being active, if you're ruining something else because you're just not wearing the right shoes.
Absolutely.
Seems kind of silly to me.
Absolutely.
So people can come into the store at 7th Street.
Yes.
And can they shop online?
They can shop online as well at charmcityrun.com.
Yep.
We do recommend, if you're buying a shoe for the first time, to come in and get fit. It
for
just,
sure.
It just makes
That'd be
good
silly.
sense.
It would circumvent the whole
exactly,
issue problem.
Exactly. But, thereafter, or as you start to get to know that, or just for other items, you can definitely hop online as well.
Yeah, of course. Tell us a little bit about the story of Charm City Run, because I think it's really interesting, and you don't often find single owners who have multiple locations like this.
Yes. So Josh and Kara Levinson started Charm City Run out of Baltimore back in 2001. They're going into their 23rd year, which is super exciting.
That is exciting.
There are 8 of us, all in Maryland, with the exception of Rehoboth Beach, which opened up 2 years ago.
Was that because that's where they like to vacation? I think, I'd pick places like that so I could vacation and work and write it off.
So it's really great. And, prior to Charm City Run here in Frederick, it was If the Shoe Fits, which was owned by John Kippen, and when he decided to retire, he and Josh were very long-time friends because they both started their businesses in the same year, which was pretty amazing. And he had reached out to Josh, and that's how it became Charm City Run, which is just amazing.
Well, I love that it's a single-family ownership. I think that is just as great as being from Frederick. It's, you know, people who really still care about the community and still obviously want to be a part of it.
Absolutely.
So. And we don't mind Baltimore. It's fine. It's fine.
Absolutely. And you'll see them. They come in, they come hang at the store and come, you know, work alongside us, which is a lot of fun as well.
That's awesome.
It's really great.
Well, you got to stop in to Charm City Run right on 7th Street next to Common Market. See Kristen and the entire crew and get fitted. That's what we're going to do next. I'm going to go in, I'm going to record getting fitted and see if we can help relieve my bunion deal.
Absolutely, we can.
All right. Thank you guys so much for watching.